Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a hodgepodge. A little of this, a little of that, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of plans, and a little bit of a haul. So first let me show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Vogue jumpsuit. What is this? Is it 9375? I can't remember. I'll link it below. This is one of the first things I made when I first came back from my trip, and this jumpsuit was actually a lot of firsts for me. It was my first princess seams, my first line bodice. So this one had a lot of firsts. So if you are new and you are looking to kind of maybe take a little more of a step, this is the first thing that I made that I was like, oh, this looks like you could have bought it in a store. Oh, and of course the phone rings. So yeah, I absolutely love this jumpsuit. I've worn it a bunch. It's really comfortable. I had an audition today for a musical and it was really comfortable to sing in, which is very important. Yeah, so I highly recommend this pattern, and I probably will be making another one again soon. I might do one with sleeves this time. I remember this was a fabric that I got from Fabricland and I didn't have enough to add the sleeve, but I love it sleeveless. It's a really nice line. Okay, so a couple things that I made. This is my Smyly dress. And I'll insert a picture of it right here as maybe it's there, here or there, one of those size. I made this out of 1 meter of bamboo jersey from Blackbird fabrics. I was only gonna make the top, and then I laid it down and I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually get a dress out of this. And if you can get a dress out of it, you kind of gotta do it, right? So I did make a dress. It was short sleeved, you couldn't get long sleeved. And what I did was I just added a chunky cuff rather than just leave it raw. And the other thing I did was I gave it a little bit of a gather at the back using elastic. And I did that because I do find the Smyly dress, it's a little bit too roomy. Like there's a little bit too much easy for me. I like things to kind of come in at the waist a little bit. I think because I'm so straight up and down, I like something that gives me a little bit of a waist. So here's how I did that. Here's the elastic. And all I did was this. I used my hand to figure out exactly where I wanted that gather to be. And then I marked that with pins. And then I turned it inside out and I got a strip of elastic and I stretched the strip of elastic and put it where it would go on the back. And I marked it with a little blue pen, little fabric pen, here and here. And then I let it unstretch. And then I pinned it in the middle and pulled the elastic to where I had marked on this side and put a pin in the middle. And then I took this side and I stretched it out and I put a pin and I put a pin in the middle so that the elastic was stretched, but the fabric was flat. Okay, that's the key. It's just like any kind of elastic when you're adding elastic or even like a neckband. It's a very similar thing. So then I started with a zigzag stitch. Do the first few stitches, don't stretch it because it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So do the first few stitches, back stitch, don't stretch. And then as it goes, start to stretch. And hold on to the back, because if you don't hold on to the back again, sometimes your machine might go, why are you pulling it back when I want it to go forward? Going all the way through, and then just double it at the end. And yes, you can see the stitching on the other side, but I basically made sure that I did it on, well, you know what, it didn't really work that way. I tried to do it on a white stripe, but you can see it a tiny bit on the black stripe. This is a casual dress, I don't mind. And this bamboo jersey, let me tell you, it's so comfortable. Now I want to like use up all the rest of the bamboo jersey I bought there several months ago. Okay, so then the other thing I made, this is from the one, I think it was called Bordeaux. I want to say it was called Bordeaux. And I wore this from Me Made May the other day. So soft, so cozy, Smyly top. Now, I actually right now only have Wonder Tape around the edges of this because I wanted to wear it and I didn't have the time to hem it, and so I actually just put Wonder Tape around the edge. So I will stitch it down, but for right now, just so you know, in a pinch, Wonder Tape is the best. So yeah, that's my little thing. And this was, I think, 1/4 of a meter. Might have been a third of a meter, because the bamboo jersey that Blackbird Fabrics carries is so wide, and I don't know the dimensions, you'd have to look at it, but it's so wide that I don't have to stack anything. I can just literally fold in one side, cut, fold in the other side, cut, and you're done. Now it was edge to edge, and I am making a small size, so that could be, you know, difference. But yeah, highly recommended. Okay, so plans for May. So right now I have a Liesl & Co. chai tea t-shirt that is half put together. My machine was having a little bit of a problem right before I went to Vegas, and I took it in to see Paul at the Beach Sewing Center. And actually when I brought it back, he said, it's fine, actually. He said maybe you just needed a new needle, but he changed the needle and gave it a little bit of a tune-up and it was fine. So I said, okay, great. I thought there was something really wrong. So I haven't sewn a ton, but I have that to finish. I have a pair of Pearl Soho City shorts, City Gym shorts they're called, City Gym shorts, which I love. I love that pattern. And I've got them cut in a very narrow gray, like dark gray, light gray stripe. And I'm going to do, that pattern has a trim that goes all the way around the edge with bias binding. So I'm gonna do that. Those should be done today or tomorrow. And then I also cut a pair of culottes. Finally, I've been waiting to do the culottes. Okay. So I'm making these New Look 6459 culottes, and I have seen several reviews online. They get really, really great reviews, and so that's about the width I want. So these, what I'm wearing now, really swingy. Like I do like that, but I wanted some that were a little more crisp and straight, and I think these will be perfect. Really cute, right? So I'm doing those in another of the fabrics from my big fabric haul there a couple months ago, and they're in a beautiful kind of blue pinstripe that I just can't wait to finish. So they're cut, and I should be getting to those pretty soon. And then I definitely want to make a dress. So I am going to be debuting my handmade summer dress coming up soon. Now, if you haven't done that yet, there is still so much time. What are we at here? We're only at the 7th. You've got, let me see, wait, 7, you've got 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks to make a summer dress, any summer dress of any shape or fashion, whatever you want to do, handmade summer dress, put it on Instagram, tag me, put the hashtag handmade summer dress, tag Andreanne at Montreal_yoga girl, and I'll put hers below, and we can enter you. We have so many amazing prizes, so many amazing sponsors. I'll put those below as well. Yeah, please do join in. Okay, and lastly, I have a few fabrics to show you. Now, every year, the Textile Museum of Canada has a bazaar, and they dig out a whole bunch of fabric from deep in the basement of the Textile Museum, as far as I know. I don't know. I can just imagine them going through this treasure trove of gilded trunks to find all these beautiful fabrics. Anyway, I missed the first day of the sale, which is, you know, you don't go the first day, you miss all the great stuff. But the second day was still really good, and I got there what I thought was early, but they were already open. There were several different rooms. This is just one of the rooms, and all great prices and really cool stuff. So I got one pattern. The patterns were $1 a piece, but there were almost none left. So I got this very easy Vogue, and there's the line drawing. I've been looking for something to do with my Nanny Eero double gauze, and I think that might be nice. Nice, like something that I can wear more than one season, you know? I mean, I'd love to do a dress with it, like just a little dress, but it might be more practical to do something that I can at least wear 3 seasons. Anyway, so I picked, let's see, I got 5 pieces. It cost me a total of $45. So I think I was really showing a lot of restraint. First we have just some nice stretch denim, but nice quality stretch denim. And this was 1.5 meters for $3. What are you gonna do? 1.5 meters for $3. Great color. And a new pattern came out today from the Mood Society. So if you watched my free patterns video, I'll link it above. There, maybe there, maybe there. I will link it above, and they have free patterns, a couple a month it seems like. And so the new one they have are these cropped boyfriend jeans for free, which I thought were really cute, and it calls for 1.5 meters of fabric. Hello, 1.5 meters of fabric for $3. So I might do that. This one I thought was super pretty and retro. Wait, let's see, this way's better. How cool is that? Doesn't that kind of have like a 60s vibe to it, or I don't know. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a real texture to it. That's not printed on, that's, you know, in the weave. It is quite thin, so it will need to be lined, so you can see me through it. It will need to be lined, but I do have already a navy little slip that goes under a dress that I have, so I feel like I can use it. And this piece is labeled as 1.6 meters for $10. And it's, you know, this is doubled because it's actually sewn into a tube. So it's a good amount of fabric. I think I can definitely get a dress out of this, and it kind of goes with my color scheme of navy and white and beige with red, right? Next is just this little bit of you know me, I'm not very good at telling what things are. It's a rayon. It's just a really pretty rayon floral. And this is a meter for, I think it was $5 as well. Yeah, 1.1 meters, 152 width for $5. And I'm hoping to get maybe like a melilo or something to that effect out of this, because it's awfully pretty and flowy, and I think it would be lovely for this time of year. This is a wool viscose blend, and it's not going to be for now, but I can see an amazing coatigan out of this, and it was 3 meters for $10. And it is really nice and soft, and I can see it being really, really cozy in the fall, winter. And it's not super thick. It's pretty, you know, it's quite drapey. So I think some kind of cool duster coat or coatigan or something like that. Okay, second last is this. Now, this to me feels like a tencel, although I highly doubt it's actually tencel, but it's got that feel to it. So it's kind of that matte, but it's got that nice, almost brushed quality to it. It does have a tiny bit of texture to it, and it's gray, almost a blue gray, although in this light it's reading full gray. So this was 2.8 meters for $8. And I think I'm going to try to do a pair of woven Hudsons out of this, maybe. That's my thought right now. But I'm realizing with Me Make May that I need more bottoms. I have lots of Me Made tops, but not so many Me Made bottoms. And like skirts, yes, but not pants. And it's still not particularly warm out. It's still like 14, 15 degrees. So dresses and skirts aren't quite happening yet, sometimes, but not all the time. So I think it'd be cool to do this. And also maybe a Cali. I could see a Cali out of this. And there's almost 3 meters, so I feel like I can get maybe both. Maybe both. Okay, last but not least, I have this red, brick red. So it's a linen-ish. It's not linen. It's some sort of blend. It doesn't crease like linen. It has a gorgeous drape and hang to it. And this was 3.2 meters for $10. So I think I'm gonna do a jumpsuit out of this, a play suit. Whether or not I attach it, whether or not I do like 2 pieces that look like a play suit or an actual play suit, jumpsuit, whatever you wanna call it, I'm not sure yet. But I feel like if I have this much of it, I should make a jumpsuit, don't you think? And it has a really great drape. It's really nice and, like, let's see if it's just single ply. You know what I mean? It's got a really nice drape. It would be beautiful in this, actually. So there you go, 5 different fabrics. Very interesting and different, and stuff that I can do with them for $45. I was pretty pleased with that. And I also got the new Berta magazine. So Saturday Night Stitch, if you follow Saturday Night Stitch, she shows you the entire current Berta, and I decided to go pick this one up because it had lots and lots of dresses, and I love dresses. Although I haven't made very many dresses recently, more last year, but I do love dresses. Okay, that's all for me today. I hope that wherever you are, the sun is shining and that you are getting some good sewing time in. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all for me. This was just a quick one today to kind of catch you up on what's been new. Okay, that's all for me today. This was just a quick... Okay, that's all for me today. I can't talk at all.